18 years ago, a new center was birthed, charged to collect balance, credible, and
Blessing, good evening. Welcome to our news at 7. My name is Hanson Decker presenting. First, the headlines. Commerce Minister Amin Muda on Tuesday discharged on a contempt for allegedly lying to members of the House of Representatives about his purported travel that he said was later cancelled. Liberia to face internet outage, the cable consultant of Liberia discloses. Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia requests the government to provide further clarity on the issues surrounding the 285F moving equipment saga. In the way from Liberia, South Africa announces first election results as ruling ANC takes commanding lead. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. Commerce Minister Amin Muda was on Thursday discharged on a contempt for allegedly lying to members of the House of Representatives about his purported travel that he said was later cancelled. It can be recalled members of the House of Representatives on last Thursday summoned the Commerce Minister to appear on Tuesday, 28th May, to provide information in regards to the planned hike in the price of rice. Despite the House's decision, Minister Amin Muda did not appear before plenary on Tuesday on grounds that he was traveling out of the country. Minister Muda's disclosure sparked huge debate among lawmakers and led to the minister being placed on custody with the House's sergeant at arms for hours. However, the plenary, after an executive section reopened to the media, and accepted a motion from Representative Samuel Koga to discharge the minister. Representative Koga, in his motion, appealed that the Commerce Minister be discharged on a contempt and be made to appear next Tuesday at 10 a.m. with his travel cancellation documents, including the flight and country he was to travel, along with his lawyers. The cable consortium of Liberia has announced that the country will be out of internet for 10 hours beginning 12 midnight this Thursday. The consortium said the internet outage is due to repair work on the optical fiber cable between Dakar and Abidjan. According to CCL's chairman and CEO Henry Benson, the repair work on segment 2.1 of the ACE submarine cable network that connects Liberia to the outside world will last for 10 hours and internet will be restored by 10 a.m. on Friday. Benson said during these repaired hours, all internet traffic transiting ACE submarine cable network segment 2.1, including traffic from River Abidjan, Freetown, Conakry, and Banjul to Europe, will be down. Henry Benson made the announcement Thursday in Monrovia. The Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia is requesting the government to provide further clarity on the issues surrounding the 285F moving equipment saga. Center through its executive director, Anderson Miamin, said Information Minister Jalemic Pia clarity concerning the machines needs further explanation to clear the doubt of the citizenry. Recently, at a press briefing, Information Minister Jalemic Pia said while there are ongoing discussions, no agreement has been reached about the 285 yellow machines coming to Liberia, contrary to the disclosure made by the Minister of State without portfolio, Mamaka Ability. But speaking at a press conference Thursday in Monrovia, Anderson Miami noted that Center has closely followed developments and discussions surrounding the saga, especially the government of Liberia's official position as communicated by the Minister of Information. According to him, Center also welcomed government's plans to acquire multiple key assets in logistics to facilitate works and development in different sectors, including road infrastructure if used for the intended purpose. The center boss, however, lamented that the institution is deeply concerned about the pronouncement and the entire process surrounding the F moving equipment and expressed dismay over the government's official response, which it said leaves more questions than answers. At the same time, Center has urged President Joseph Boakai and his team to look into history and proceed with extreme caution in initiating discussions surrounding potential support from individuals and groups, especially those with business interest in Liberia. Anasi Miami reminded President Boakat of the slogan, "No business as usual." According to him, as important as the procurement of his equipment may be in alleviating the deplorable rule constraints faced by citizens, the lack of transparency around the acquisitions, source of funding, and tendering may paint a dark picture and where the way public trust and acceptability of the project. Sentat is therefore calling for more transparency, competition, and inclusiveness of processes surrounding transfer of national assets, as well as acquisition of equipment for rural agriculture and other critical sectors and activities. He wants President Boakat and his team to fully comply with the PBCC guidelines in any procurement-related matters, as the institution calls on the legislature to lead by example and be robust and independent in performing its duties, especially through ensuring transparency and accountability. The plenary of the House of Representatives has again summoned the Inspector General of Police and Managing Director of the National Transit Authority. Plenary decision was predicated upon the failure of the Police Inspector General to appear with his head of traffic to explain some transportation matters in the country. It can be recalled on the last Tuesday, Mansourati County, District 14 Representative Moka Kamara wrote plenary to invite heirs of the institutions mentioned to provide details on policies instituted for vehicles plying around the country. Representative Kamara, in his communication, objected that vehicles are plying the streets with no traffic signs and that deaths are occurring because of vehicles breaking down on highways. However, the police inspector general did not appear but sent his deputy, including his chief of traffic, who were denied by the lawmakers. Meanwhile, the motion from Representative Thomas Gosa for the police IG and the head of National Transit Authority to appear next Tuesday was unanimously endorsed on Tuesday. Agriculture Minister Alexander Nutter has stressed the importance of an inclusive homegrown school feeding program in the country. Minister Nutter said an inclusive homegrown school feeding program has positive impact on the lives of school-going children across the country. According to him, supporting homegrown school feeding program aimed at feeding the children while in school makes impact and exemplify the government inclusive development agenda. He said the food that is being produced by local farmers is source of the homegrown program, adding that the farmers benefit the income of their sales. The agriculture minister noted that during his recent nationwide tour, there were testimonies from smallholder farmers that because of the homegrown school feeding program, they are able to benefit from their produce. Speaking during the observance of African Day of School Feeding, Minister Nunta reaffirmed government's commitment to investing more in expanding production of locally made produce to support the homegrown food that's homegrown school feeding program. The program was held under the theme investing in homegrown school feeding to transform education system for inclusive and prosperous future for the African continent. It was organized by the Ministry of Education in partnership with World Food Program, Mary's Meals Save the Children, and Mercy Corps. For her part, Education Minister Jaso Jala said the school feeding program has emerged as a catalyst for positive change, which has improved enrollment and enhanced academic performances by students. According to her, the present reality speaks volume about the tangible benefit of the initiative by closing the gender gap in enrollment and providing a solid foundation for learning. And away from Liberia, South Africa announces first election results as ruling ANC takes commanding lead. The first results have been announced from what is seen as South Africa's most closely fought election since the African National Congress came to power 30 years ago, with results from around 19% voting districts counted so far. The ANC is leading with 43%, followed by the D8 with 25%. The radical EFFL has about 9%, while the Bantu Wisiwi Party of former President Jacob Zuma is around 8%. Final results are expected over the weekend. The initial results suggest that ANC will lose its parliamentary majority for the first time since Nelson Mandela led the party to victory following the end of the racist system of apartheid in 1994. So Africa's News 24 website has projected that the party's final vote could be around 42%, down from the 57% it attained in the 2019 elections. The initial results show that the NC is suffering heavy losses to MK, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, bringing down its national vote. KwaZulu-Natal is the home region of Mr. Zuma and the province with the second highest number of votes. Mr. Zuma caused a major shock when he announced in December that he was ditching the ANC to campaign for MK, although he has been banned from running for parliament because of a conviction for contempt of court. His name still appeared on the ballot paper as MK leader. Now to end this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. Commerce Minister Amin Mudad on Thursday charged on a contempt for allegedly lying to members of the House of Representatives about his purported travel that he said was later cancelled. Liberia to face internet cable, the Cable Consortium of Liberia discloses. Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia requests the government to provide further clarity on the issues surrounding the 285 earthquake moving equipment saga. And away from Liberia, South Africa announces first election results as ruling ANC takes community lead. That's our news bulletin at 7. My name is Henson Decker. Good evening.
Let me make sure I got all the sanitary items I need. I'm checking my list. Oh, yes. One more item. Let me have a big bottle of Dettol. Yeah, Costa Boy.
Yes, it. The total amount is 3,000 LD.
Okay. Let me give you your money. Hey, my people. I can't find my purse. Lola, I left it on my kitchen table. My husband is rushing me too much. What's I'll do now?
Don't worry, Costa Homo. You can pay with your phone. Here's the code here on the wall.
Awesome. Yes, I do have money on my phone.
With Orange Money, making payments for goods at your favorite store with your merchant is as easy as ABC. Dial *144#, select currency, select Pay with Orange Money and follow the instructions. With Orange Money, life is easier. No stress.
Orange.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.